Don't get advice from people living in fear, living in anger and resentment, and living in jealousy and competition. They will steer you wrong every single time. In today's video, we are going to discuss how you need to be careful who you receive advice from. Have you guys ever noticed that you have people out there who they give what I call that unsolicited advice? You didn't even ask them. You were just talking about either an idea, a concept, a goal that you have set, things that you want to do, moves you want to make. And you're talking to them because you trust them, you feel like it's somebody close to you. But you're not actually asking them for their advice. You're just telling them about different, ideas that you have, things you want to do. And then here they come with their advice that you didn't even ask for. But then you start absorbing their advice. You start listening to their advice. You may even take their advice in and change plans that you made based off of their advice. Be careful who you get your advice from. Do not get advice from people who live in fear, people who live in anger, people who live in resentment and jealousy. I had a situation where I was moving to a new state, moving out of my home state where I was born and raised. At the time in which I was making this move, I was a full-on adult. A full-on adult, living on my own, living my best and good life. Blessed, not asking anyone for anything. Living well. Living well. And I met someone who is currently my husband and decided to move out of my home state. When I made this decision, because I trust myself. I've always been one of those people where I've come from a place of, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I'm not going to be the person where when it all goes wrong, I'm going back looking at people going, why did you tell me not to do it? Come bail me out. Ooh, that was a bad decision. Now I need all y'all help to get me out of this mess I put myself in. Not one of those people. I've never been one of those people. Never. Just to give you a little backstory on me. So the fact that I was getting such ill advice made no sense. So I decided to move out of my home state and move to the state where my then fiance lived. When I notified different people who I thought at the time that would have nothing but statements of congratulations, I'm so excited for you, I'm sure you're making the best decision, or how about just a simple, if it doesn't work, you can always come home. We'll be here. I received none of that. At the time, it was very heartbreaking. It was very disappointing. It was just very sad. I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought, why? I just was confused. Why are they saying, no, don't you go? You better not do that. This is the advice that I was getting. Oh no, that's too soon. Oh no, you haven't known your fiance long enough. Oh no, what's going to happen with your business? Oh no. Las Vegas. Oh no, that's Sin City. Nothing nice happens in Las Vegas. They don't know nothing about residential areas in Las Vegas. They never lived in Las Vegas. But these are the things that they felt so strong. They felt so convicted in letting me know about Las Vegas. Never lived here. I, on the other hand, because I am who I am, I research everything. They know this. I am not the person that just up, jump, and boogie without doing my research. Which is what I had done. I did so much research that I soon found out that the area in Las Vegas that I was going to be living in had been rated the second safest city in the country. They didn't know this. I did though. All this advice though. Oh no. Your fiance, he's white. Oh no. You know, white men, they not right. They're dangerous. They'll try to kill you. Don't do it. Don't do it. They also knew that I was the type of person that prior to meeting my fiance, it didn't matter who I dated. I didn't have any stipulations. I don't care. I don't care anything about your race. I don't. I don't care if I would date a person who was short, tall, skinny, fat, old, young. I was single. I needed to see what I wanted and what I didn't want. They knew this. I didn't have any stipulations on him being white. And he can't be white. They knew this. Oh no, you can't move away and out of state with a white man. He might do something to you. You don't know nothing about him. Las Vegas, what you moving to Las Vegas for? Oh no. All these what ifs. Well, what if it don't work? Well, what you gonna do about your business? Well, what about this? What about that? All this negative advice. Now, had I been a different person or easily influenced, I might have taken that advice and may not be here to even talk about it. Because I might have taken their advice and stayed in St. Louis and living the same life I was living at the time. I may have taken their advice and not married a white man. Had I been one of those people who actually gave a rip, thank God I wasn't, never have been. But if you are one of those people who you like to absorb everybody's advice on what you should do with your life, I need you to stop. I need you to stop doing that. You are the only one who can live your life. You're the only one who's responsible and accountable for your life. The only way, so you make a mistake. So what? That's part of life. Get up, move on. If you are a parent and you are given this type of advice, stop. Let your child live their life. I'm talking about an adult child. An adult child. Let them live their lives. If they make a mistake, it's okay. Be there to listen to them if they want to talk to you. If they do make a mistake and have to come back home, it's a simple, you tried. And if it was me giving advice to my child, it's you tried, get up and go try again. Don't you stay in this place where you just, oh, I made the mistake, I never want to try and take risk again. Life is about taking risks. Most of the most successful people, billionaires, will tell you they had to take risks. They had to fail a lot before they became these successful giants that you all now know. Life is about risk and taking chances. Be careful who you get your advice from. Look at their lives. The person that you probably think is really close to you, family members, friends, these people who you trust, and you thinking they would only give you the best advice. Watch them and be careful. You don't get advice about moving out of your home state from a person who's never moved out of their home state. They living in fear. It's like the unknown. They don't know what's out there. It's nothing to be mad at them about. It's just acknowledge and recognize where they're coming from. It's like getting advice from like a 80 or 90-year-old, or heck, even like a 70-year-old. Even getting advice from like a 70, 80, 90-year-old about being in an interracial relationship. Why? Why? That's not how they were raised. They didn't commingle. They were raised in an era where you didn't even talk to a black person. You saw them coming down the street, you went the other way. You didn't even live in the same neighborhood with them. If it's a black person, they were raised in an era where the white man is the devil. So why would you get interracial relationship advice from somebody that old? It's not to knock them, it's just to be honest. Their era and how they were raised doesn't allow them to give you good sound advice about being in an interracial relationship. It is what it is. They're going to give you advice coming from fear because they were raised that black people do this or white people do that or Hispanic people do this or Asian people do that. They're not raised in this newer generation where everybody's more so commingling. So why would you get advice from them? Why would you get advice or seek advice from someone who's never moved out of their city? Of course they're going to be coming from fear. It's going to be fear-based advice. Bad choice. Be careful and look at the people you're getting your advice from. Look at their lifestyles. Do they take chances? Do they take risks? Don't get relationship advice from somebody who is not in a long-term relationship. It's just not smart. Trust me, when I go to get people's advice, it's from people, and it doesn't mean that you related to me either. Let's let that go. Stop thinking that the only people you can get advice from and mentorship from is your family members and friends. Chances are they're probably the last people you should be getting advice from. I know, it's harsh. But chances are they are probably the last people you should get advice from. Because oftentimes they're probably going to be coming from a place of fear. They say it's love, and love for you, and I just don't want anything to happen to you. That's fear. If they knew anything about life, they would know you got to take chances sometimes. You got to take chances. Stop getting advice from people you know who always kind of have like a negative outlook on life. Like they always see the glass half empty. Y'all know these people. I'm getting a new car. Oh girl, what you getting a new car for? Oh, you shouldn't get no new car. Oh, what? Why you get black? I wouldn't have got black. You know, black get dirty all the time. Watch those people. Because somebody who's really in your corner and not coming from a place of jealousy, as soon as you say you got that new house, they are like, congratulations. Oh my God. I know you have been manifesting that house for a few years now. Oh my God. Your house is beautiful. Or say your house is it's not even a new construction. Say it's an older house. But they know that you love to renovate. They know you love that. You have a passion for it. You have investment properties. This is what you do. You love doing this. If they give you some advice when you get your new house and they're like, oh girl, if it was me, I would have got a brand new house. That's all negative. That's somebody giving you advice coming from complete jealousy. If you're telling them that you got a new car, the only thing that they should be saying is, congratulations. It should never come out their mouth. I wouldn't get that kind of car. I wouldn't get that color. Oh, what you get that interior for? Oh, you gonna be hot. Watch out for those people. Watch them carefully. That is not a person you get advice from. That's not a person you get advice from. People giving you advice from fear because they live in fear. They're fearful of the unknown. Girl, you better watch that white man. He gonna probably one day call you the N-word. Yeah, this is the type of advice I got from people. Are you serious? You don't know anything about this man. You haven't even taken the time out to get to know him. How can you give me advice on a man you know nothing about? Only thing you're giving me advice based on is the color of his skin. Be careful. Watch those people. Say you're a female and you're dating somebody outside your race and you're a black woman. Be careful of those men trying to tell you, be scared. You better watch out. They might do something to you. It's only a matter of time before they call you out your name. Don't get advice from these people. They're coming from a place of hate, resentment, jealousy. Don't get advice from these people. Don't get advice from people who have been in a relationship for years, but you know the relationship is piss poor. You know that these two people just together for convenience, comfort. Just, you know, they've just been together so long, this is all they know. And so because this is all they know, they just rather just stay there. You know, you've heard people, especially, I usually hear this from like men. They say it's cheaper to keep her. Don't get marital advice from them. Cut it out. Cut it out. Don't, girls, ladies, Don't get marital advice from a woman you know is not intimate with her husband consistently and frequently. Why are you getting advice from her? You know darn well what it takes to be married and being in a relationship. Sex is part of it. A huge part of it. It's important. It's not everything, but it's important. If you know your girlfriend is like, I ain't having sex with him. Don't get advice from her about relationships. If you don't see and know for sure that that couple that you're getting advice from are happily married to each other, respect each other, values each other's opinions, got each other's back. If you know that they don't have that kind of relationship, don't get advice from them. I've even had to tell people trying to offer their advice to me. Flat out say to them, I don't talk to you about this particular topic because I don't see you as being the person informed, versed, or educated on that. Why? Because you're not successful in that topic. I flat out told people. I'm not here to hurt your feelings or anything. It's just that I don't want you wasting your breath and time, nor my time and my ears. You're wasting your time. Everything that's coming out your mouth as you're giving me your advice, I'm looking at you like, you're not successful in that arena. Why are you trying to give me advice on it? No. Watch out for who you get advice from. If you know you got that girlfriend, and you know these girlfriends, over the years you guys have been friends, she always got them little slick comments. Always got them slick comments. Watch her. She's jealous. She's jealous of you. She don't want to see you come up. I've had people talking to me and they putting on such a show. Maybe they're talking about jewelry or something. Oh girl, yeah, you know I got this jewelry, you know, by this artist and blah 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 blah, and you know it's only sold at Neiman Marcus and blah 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 blah. And you could be sitting there got that same jewelry, you just don't wear it all the time, or she just hasn't seen it on you, and then you go to wear the jewelry and she's like, when you get that? You know, because she thought that she was the only person who could afford it. When you get that? Well, you know, I got 3 or 4 of those. She don't know what's in your closet. No idea. Watch out for these people. Watch out for single people trying to give you, and you married, advice on your relationship. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. I say ladies because I tend to find in my experiences and different people around me experiences that this happens a lot with females. Single females love to give a married person advice on what she should do with her man and her husband. Cut it out. Cut it out. Be very cautious of that female. It's a very good chance that she's trying to get your man. I know. But this your girl. All I'm saying is just watch her. Don't get advice from people living in fear, living in anger and resentment, and living in jealousy and competition. They will steer you wrong every single time. And you will think that they are giving you advice from their heart. No, this is a family member. No, there's no way they would steer me wrong. Yes, they will. I gotta shoot it to y'all straight. Yes, they will. Lived it, been there, done there. Yes, they will. They will try to sabotage you in 2 seconds flat. You thinking, oh no, they wouldn't do. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Coming from a place of competition, jealousy, they'll try to steer you clean off your dream. But you know what? I wanted to start this new business where, you know, I have this clothing line. Because, you know, I'm really into clothes and fashion, and I love putting together outfits. And you know, these will be the people. Watch these people. They'll say something like, well, girl, you know, a lot of retail stores is shutting down, and you know, you got to be careful with that. They'll shoot you all this negative stuff. Trying to spew all that jealousy and all that fear all over your dreams. Don't take advice from these people. Don't take advice from these people. I'm telling you, I'm begging you. Get advice from people you know are experts in the game, and know they don't need to be related to you. They probably shouldn't be. People who are related to you and they know you, or if they've been knowing you since you was a little kid, they see you as that little person. They don't see the new you. They don't see the adult you. They don't know your dreams and aspirations. When I first got with my fiance, when I first met my now husband, he was a big guy. Big. I told you guys in a previous video. He lost 120 pounds. He was a big guy. I was getting advice like, you don't want to be with no big man. You don't want to be with no fat man. That's not going to work. You don't want that. Yeah, I've heard that. And you're probably sitting there thinking, again, if you're anything like me, you're thinking, you don't know what I want. I know this for sure, because if you did, you wouldn't have made that statement, right? If you really did know me and know what I wanted, you would know that I've dated for a while, that I've been in previous relationships. I know exactly what I want. If you really knew me and knew what I wanted, you would know that a man being big doesn't matter to me at all. Don't even make my top 5, top 10 things that I want in a husband. But if you knew me, you would know that. But since you don't know me, you thought that that was very important to say and give me advice on that. No, that's not gonna work out. He big. You don't want no fat man. I didn't give a crap. I didn't give a flip about him being big. Did not care at all. But you think I care. Watch out for these people. Especially, again, family members. People have known you since you were a kid. I literally want to just say, don't take no advice from them. Now when it comes to like business, making money moves, relationships, because they're going to give you advice from the little you. They're going to give you advice as if they're your parent of a little kid. They don't know you. I found real quick going through my marriage this marriage that I'm in and being engaged, I found real quick how little my own family members knew about me. I'm like, man, it was just like eye-opening. Like, you all don't know anything about me. You don't know what my preferences are. You don't know what I desire in a man. You don't know anything about what my desires and dreams are with my business. You don't know anything about me when it comes to what type of a parent I want to do or improvements I want to make. You have no clue. If you did, when I said that I was moving to Las Vegas, they would have been like, of course, because you've always said that you wanted to move to a warm climate place. I mean, that just lets you know how little they know about me. Don't take advice from these people. You want relationship advice? Give relationship advice from people who are in successful relationships. You want business advice? Get advice from people who are in successful businesses, who have grown successful businesses. You want advice on the stock market? Get it from people who invest in the stock market and have done so successfully. You want to get into real estate? Hook up with people who know the industry. Get advice from those people. And even then, you don't take everybody's advice and just take it to heart and go with that. Get advice from multiple people. But get it from people who are successful in that area, in that topic. Don't get advice from people just based off of their family members. They're my friends. They've known me a long time. Unless you've sat down and gone down item by item of every single thing about you, chances are they don't really know you that well to know how to give you advice in areas that they're not successful in. And like I said, it's not a knock on them. And sometimes they may be coming from a place of love. They may be. But they're also coming from a place of fear. And if you're trying to do this new you and improve your new self and do self-development, you can't get advice from people who come from fear. They will hold you back. They will have you living the life that they live. If that's what you want, great. If you want to expand and do more, bigger and better, you need to go off of your own wants and desires. I'm not saying just be out here willy-nilly, you guys, and just making moves without doing your research and planning it out. Make sure you got a plan B, C. That's how I move. I'm saying do that. Do your research on what moves you're trying to make, but get your advice from people you know are experts in the field. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.